So before we start the abdominal workout, we just want to gently to make sure that your low back is completely relaxed, because when your low back muscles are lengthened, you're going to be able to train those abdominals so much deeper. So just lying on the floor and just resting and bringing all your attention to the inside of you, and have your feet pelvis width. Maybe see how that feels a little bit closer. And focusing on the middle section of your body, you're just going to arch your back up, feeling your belly opening up. And then exhale and let your back float to the floor. And you're going to gently press or kiss your low back to the floor, noticing your tailbone lift. So repeat that, say 3 more times. Seeing if you're noticing your head and neck lift. Slowly, nice. And then exhale. And when you've done 3, I then want you to interlace your hands and take your hands behind your head with your elbows out to the side. So now we're going to gently lengthen. So please, before you go any further, this is not an exercise. We're not yet there. This is somatics. You're going to take a deep breath again in, and you're going to roll down to your tailbone. And then you're going to exhale and let your back melt to the floor. And when it touches the floor, gently tip your chin down, elbows forwards. And as you press the top of your pelvis to the floor, you'll notice your head and shoulders will lightly lift. Just a little bit. And visualize the length through the back. And then you relax the muscles in the front of the body as you slowly come back to the floor. And you completely relax. And you're going to repeat that again 2 more times. This is the purpose of this, is just to get your brain in contact with the back. So you arch first, and then you press the back down, elbows forwards. And it's a folding in the middle. You want to feel like you're folding in the middle. The low back melts down, and as you come out, you let your elbows go sideways, completely relax at the end of the movement. So we'll just do 3 of those, and then when you're ready, we're going to go into a seated position with a block or a dome. So make sure you're back, and it's very light and effortless. Squeeze into my hands. There you go. Notice how the front body tightens. And then you relax. Beautiful, Kylie. Completely relax. And see if you notice when you've finished how much flatter your back is to the floor. Yeah, lovely. Lovely, Lucy. And then when you're ready, roll over on your side and come up into a seated position. You're going to take your prop. So we've got some block. You can use a book. You can use anything to place between your knees, and you're going to squeeze in with your knees only, feet pelvis width. And you're going to use your feet to push forwards. So you press the feet forwards so that you roll behind your sit bones. Now melt your abdominals in, stretching up, release your arms. And now you're going to do 10 waves to the front, breathing in and breathing out. So you breathe in and then you exhale with your pelvic floor muscles tightening. Bring your hands right to the floor. There you go. Feel this in your abdominals. Take as many breathers as you need to. Sink your abdominals down. Keep the blocks squeezed in. Your shoulders melting down, your abdominals sinking inwards. There you go. Nice. Slowly, always exhaling as you raise your arms up. Inhaling down, keep your neck lengthened. And when you've done 10, you're going to pause, and then we're going to rotate. So you keep your sit bones down, and you're going to start to track your arm going to the right and then to the left. And you're going to repeat this 10 times. There. And when we do these exercises, we're not just creating the movement. In your head, you are thinking, lifting up out of the pelvic floor muscles as you raise the arms up, lifting up out of the pelvic floor and rotating to the side. Make sure your shoulder blades stay nice and broad. Beautiful, Lucy. Melt the abdominals in. Your spine is stretched and lengthened, but your abdominals melt inwards. Make sure your hips are stable. Take as many breathers as you need to. You will pause, take a breather. You should feel this tones the abdominals, it pulls in your waist. So you pause, and then when you finish that, take a breather, keep the blocks squeezed in. This is going to help stabilize you. You take a breath in, and on the exhale, you raise your arms up, lifting up out of the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, arms float down. It's a thinking. We're going to use our imagination, visualizing the muscles lengthening. As you raise the arms up, slide the shoulder blades down towards your hips. So again, we're layering these elements over the exercises, and most of it, all of it, in fact, is happening inside your head. You feeling it, guys? Yes, Melise? Good. It's hard to talk, you know, when you're working out. It's hard to sing when you're working out. You can give it a go. Because you want to relax the rest of the body. You're going to pause and take a breather, and you're going to do a second set. Oh, did I not mention that? Second set. And you know, you don't have to intensify. You can modify it as you go along. So pressing your feet forwards to steer behind your sit bones, tighten the pelvic floor, keep the blocks squeezed in, make sure your buttocks are relaxed. You breathe in and you breathe out as you raise the arms up, exhale down. Second set's going to be tougher. Think of the results, guys. Second set's going to be more challenging. That's a far better word. I like that word. Lifting up, lengthen up through your neck. Nice. Are you complaining? You're doing great.
My legs are.
They're shaking, yeah, just from the work. Just take breathers. Don't forget, it's okay to take breathers. I actually love to see my students taking breathers. And as you get stronger, maybe you're noticing you're having to take more breathers because you're pausing. You're reconnecting with your body. You're making sure that every movement, every pulse is going to count. So you want to check that your hips don't move. Keep your hips nice and stable. You're completely in position. You're rotating. How are you going, Kylie? Yeah. Then take a breather. Yeah, it's fine. You want to let the guys know when they're watching it's okay to take breathers. And you'll finish with 10 more waves to the front. See, it's so easy for me, right?
Not. But so worth it.
So, yeah, there you go. Melt in. Make sure your abdominals don't pop up, okay? You do want to make sure that your abs are not bulging upwards, because if your abs are bulging out while you're training your abdominals, when you're doing abdominal exercise, it means your back is kicked in. Just take more breathers, sink your abdominals in, stay lifted up. Now, when you're finished, if you're up for the challenge, you can come down, you can roll down one vertebra at a time using your feet to steer your pelvis, or you lower down gently, one elbow. Oh, go for it, Melise. Look at it, you are a star. Good. Keep curling up, hold. Press your feet forwards, curl and hold. Oh, legs go. Well done, guys. All right, you're still going to need your block. We're going to do stomach killer. But you're going to rest your back on the floor. You're going to keep the block squeezed in. For this exercise, now if you haven't got a prop, use a book, you can even use a pencil, but you're going to put your block right between your knees and you're going to squeeze your knees in. So you feel your inner thighs. You feel that? Inner thighs activating. Tailbone must stay resting on the floor, so you are not curling your tailbone up. You can hold your pelvis, and if you wish, if you slide your fingers together and put them underneath your low back to make sure you're maintaining that arch. Lovely. Walk your feet away from each other, but keep the block squeezed in. Now, very slowly, without tipping your pelvis up and without bulging your abdominals, you're going to lift your feet up off the floor. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. Feet out a little bit wider. Squeeze that block in. And now very slowly, you're going to lower your heels down. Go as low as you can.